I'm on your side on this one. Everybody can know my bias. The reason that really bothered me is because I run a company. I know how much money we make, and there are people who assume that revenue equals money in your pocket profit.
Maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago, there was this kind of online brawl between the Daily Wire and Steven Crowder.
But the issue here, and I'll let Joe kind of talk about that more. The issue here is, like, I think that these people at Daily Wire, they've said that they're very business savvy. They're running a business. So, are they very business savvy? And are they dumb and don't know that $12.5 million a year for an entire production house is what we're actually looking at? Or are they lying when they say it's basketball money and $50 million salary? I think Candace Owens at one point got up to like 140 or something. On the, I don't.
So
really,
you said you wanted 30 million a year or 140.
And the only reason people know that's not true, and you've seen the transcript. You ever see me once say, "Hey, it's about more money"? There was never an offer.
Why would you say that?
After I said, "Look, it's a non-starter if you don't change these terms, and please tell me that you're not doing this with other people." There was never anything after that where it was.
So Steven Crowder was on Tim Pool's platform, and just watch the way he dodged a direct question. Watch.
Commercials.
I just want to ask one specific question, because a lot of people are bringing this up and they're accusing you guys of only exposing them after they turned down your counteroffer. Is that true, or can you add more information to that?
Yeah, I don't know why they're saying the timeline that he kind of gave was completely inaccurate.
Yeah, there was never any counter offer from us. What Steven said was basically, look, guys, these are the terms that we have a problem with.
Right.
And if this, I don't care what the contract says dollar-wise. If these terms are in there, that's bad, and you need to start again. This has to be pulled out.
So there was no counteroffer, because I'm seeing a lot of you guys say
there was the agent. I think my agent. The first they sent this term sheet. The agent said, "Well, if you're talking about 100% ownership, by the way, in perpetuity, forever, meaning, and it's a 6-year contract with no option to negotiate. They have an option to extend for 2 years, 6 years, locked in at that rate. And again, how do you penalize someone for money that they don't make?"
That was a direct question put to him, and you can see how he dodged it, right? He played over the question. Maybe we should watch one more time.
That's one specific question, because a lot of people are bringing this up and they're accusing you guys of only exposing them after they turned down your counteroffer. Is that true, or can you add more information to that?
Yeah, I don't know why they're saying the timeline that he kind of gave was completely inaccurate.
You can see, he didn't answer the question, right? He played over it, and then the host or the person asking the question just let it go. I guess they figured out that there was no point hanging on this particular question. Like, they knew that maybe he was guilty and he didn't wanted to lie on air. And that was why they let him get away with it. But that was a direct question that was put to him. Now, I might not be on the same camp with Ben Shapiro and the Daily Wire and all of them like that. But I do believe in fairness. I do believe in justice. I think that people ought to be fair. If you want people to treat you with fairness, you ought to treat other people with fairness. And from the way Steven Crowder dodged this question, only prove one thing, that he was guilty and he didn't wanted to lie because he couldn't say yes. So, and he didn't want to say no either. So what he did was play over it in a very sneaky way. You see. So, and I always go back to the whole brawl between them, right? Like, I believe that this whole thing should not have been a big deal if Steven Crowder hasn't come on air and start talking about his contract with the Daily Wire and start saying all sorts of things about the contract, which I find very nonsensical, because he wasn't or he isn't forced to sign the contract. If he believes that the contract given to him by the Daily Wire is not fair and could not be renegotiated, he can just drop out. he can just be like, thank you, dude. Thank you, bro. I appreciate the gesture, but I think that I cannot accept to these terms and conditions. So I think I'm just going to be my own man and stuff like that. And he's still going to be okay. That's what I think. So going on air and saying all sorts of things about the Daily Wire and the people working over there was totally unnecessary. It was unnecessary at all. It just made him look like a child. I have to say this. And that was why Ben Shapiro and Candy Owens all came out and blasted him, which I found very funny. But you guys out there, what do you think about this interview between Tim Pool and Steven Crowder? Do you think that he was saying the truth, or he was just lying throughout the whole interview? And also the way he dodged this question, do you think it was on purpose, or it might have just been a mistake? Let us know in the comment section below, because like always, we love hearing what you have to say. And please, do not forget to like this video, share this video, follow our Facebook page, and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much for doing just that. And like always, see you in the next one.